Hello friends, hope you are all doing good. Today in this video I am going to explain first of all an activity which helps us to observe nucleus in the cheek cells, and then we are going to study about the characteristics and functions of the nucleus. Okay, in my earlier video I have already shared what is cell membrane and cell wall, right? These are the different parts of plants and animal cells. So now we are going to study about nucleus, which is the next important part. Now let us see an activity for observing the nucleus in the cheek cells. First of all, we have to follow a few sequence of steps, like for example, we have to collect sample of cheek cells. How we can collect this? We can take this when we wash our mouth, and then we have to scrape a little of the internal lining of your cheek inside your mouth with a clean toothpick or spatula, or even we can take the ice cream spoon. With the help of this, first of all we have to collect the sample. Then we have to place the scrapped material in a watch glass. As you can see in the slide, you can see. So after placing the scrapped material in a watch glass, which is containing very small quantity of normal saline, okay, then we have to place the material on a glass slide. In the next step, put a drop of methylene blue, and then we have to wait for a few couple of minutes. After that, put a drop of glycerin over it, and then we have to place a cover slip and tap on that with the help of the blunt end of needle so as to spread the cells. Wipe off the extra strain with a fine cloth, or even we can use blotting paper. So with doing this activity we can observe the nucleus in cheek cells. Okay, but for this we have to follow some precautions, like in the first thing we have to not scrape the cheek so hard that it will injure your buccal mucosa. So hence we have to not scrape it so hard. Then the next precaution is scrapped material we should be spreading uniformly on the slide. There should be uniformity on the spreading of scrapped material. The next precaution is that we have to drain off all the excess strains which are present on the slide. Then we have to check whether there are air bubbles under the cover slip. So we have to maintain that there should not be any air bubble. So we have discussed all the precautions which we have to follow during the activity. Okay, so then after all the activity we observe some things, like the dark colored portion which you can see in the image is nothing but nucleus, whereas the overall resting part was the cytoplasm, and the covering which you can see here is the cell membrane. So the nucleus was first named by Robert Brown in the year 1831, and when he observed this he had no idea about the function of the nucleus. This is one of the most important organelle of the cell, and because of that importance it is also known as cell's control room. The nucleus is the largest and most distinct of all cell organelles. Schleiden was the other scientist who have worked on this observation. Okay, so here Schleiden was one of the proponents of cell theory, and he thought that new cells were created from the nucleus, and because of that he called it as cytoblast. There were many exceptions regarding the theory, so bearing a few exceptions, almost all eukaryotic cells have a nucleus, right? So here we can say red blood cells in mammals and phloem sieve tubes in plants are the examples of cells that do not have a nucleus. Even these cells do have nuclei in the beginning, but it is later thrown out of the cells and they got destroyed. The nucleus regulates and controls all the functions of a cell and determines the characteristics of the organisms. This is the function of the nucleus, right? So it consists of all the genetic information, and the nucleus is also closely involved in the process of cell division. In the image which you can see here, the membrane that encloses the nucleus and separate it from the contents of cytoplasm is known as nuclear membrane, and this is very similar to that of the cell membrane. Hence, almost the entire genetic material of the cells is found in the nucleus. On the basis of presence and absence of the organized nucleus, cells are categorized into two types. The first one is prokaryotic cells, which means that the cells are without organized nucleus, whereas the eukaryotic cells are possessing organized nucleus. Now let us see prokaryotic cells. The prokaryotic cells are nothing but the cells that do not have a clear nuclear membrane. Bound nuclear material are known as prokaryotic cells. We have mentioned earlier that whatever the bacterium is there, it is the prokaryotic cells, whereas cyanobacteria, blue-green algae are also the examples of prokaryotic cells. And all the above things which we observed, like a nucleus, so while studying this, whatever the points we have discussed come under the eukaryotic characteristics. Okay, thanks for watching this video. If you find it meaningful, please like, share and subscribe to my channel so as to get all my recent updates and latest updates.